we're supposed to evolve every day. I find some enlightenment every single day I evolve. I would hope, if I stay stagnant, you know, even business is supposed to grow 10% every year. Of course I've changed. I'm supposed to change. Have you ever seen me struggle? Nope. You ever seen me in a little house? Nope. Why do you think they say all that shit all the time? That I'm having such a challenging, but why is it so important for people to think that I'm not enjoying my life?
See, the value is how rich your family is. It's how rich is your family office. How rich, it's not how rich you are. It's how rich your family is. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to have no money. My family's supposed to have money.
Dash's addiction to new clothing and sneakers earned him his nickname, Young Fresh to Death.
You go to Dame house, he got a crib in Malibu. Yo, you know these walls are made out of museum walls, right? This is the same shit they use in the museum. This ain't regular house walls. They make museums out. This is museum walls and shit. Bro, if you live like that, you gotta keep hustling.
How much money can you get paid to not? There's no money in this world for someone to pay me so they could call me, so I could call them a boss. That's like calling somebody daddy. How can a man call another man, yo, that's my boss? We don't do that.
Det Dash, that's his new name. You should start a new label called Det Jam.
Come on, man.
Welcome back, and what's good? This is the Furious Robinson podcast, and I'm your host, Furious. I'm here to document ego, power, leverage, and accountability in media. Hit the like button early, drop a comment for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel. This is a Sick Times Media production. You see the planes. Dame Dash, once again back in the media cycle, auctioning off Poppington LLC. Wicked. And this is what it looks like when you think you're bigger than the program. This is what ego looks like in real time. This is how you tarnish your legacy. Because at one time, Dame was speaking to a deal that 50 got. A 7-figure deal, yes, 1 million. Saying it was nothing, it was light.
The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Dame Dash, and he has no money now.
And the irony in that, fast forward, he's not getting 100,000. He's not doing some type of tax write-off. No, 100 pesos. That's it, brother. That's it. That's what we doing. That's the mogul. That's the tycoon. So we got to stop. I'm looking at this very funny in the light.
I got to realize something. When someone says $1 million money, hell no, it ain't no money. Nigga, I owe $8 million in taxes right now to one state. $1 million ain't going to help me. I can't even have no money until I make at least 16 million. I got to pay the taxes. If I got 5 million, they taking it.
And if you take anything from this video, you are never bigger than the program. So when it comes to hip hop media, when it comes to Dame Dash, when it comes to any business, relationships matter. Your network matter. You can't run around burning every single bridge. You can't go around scorching earth because you want to pop tags. That's not how the game goes. Just because you came from a place where it was cool to bully, it was cool to really put muscle into the situation, that only works for a period of time. And Dame is now noticing he has no more leverage in the space. He has no more value.
He blew it. He had Jay-Z. He had the most important artist of his generation.
So what happened with that relationship? How did that relationship that was so good sour so fast?
Dame's antics.
Honor up, Stacey Dash, Cameron. This should be a 6-figure, 7-figure movie, right? If we being real. But no one supports Dame, and you can see that from his actions in different scenarios. And I'm going to wake it up this entire video.
And you're calling me broke because I have no debt. And you're telling me someone that gets $180 million loan is rich. You guys are dumb.
Here's where the logic collapses to me. Dame Dash constantly tells us he's good. He's never broke. He's always up. Everything's fine. Cool. Then answer me this. So why is Dame Dash selling his film company in the first place? Why didn't he just restructure or go through a reorg? why didn't he maybe give up majority ownership and let somebody else run the company? Or as you adjacently attach Boogie to the BS, why didn't you pass the company to him and let him run it? No, you're selling it. This is where legacy kicks in. This is where you keep it in-house. You let the next generation build, but instead it goes to auction. So not that I'm the barometer of business, but Dame got to prove to me that this is not some type of odd scam. There's nobody financing these movies. Who's writing these checks? Where is the audience for Dame Dash's content? Because as I go to America New, a failing business model, I see no new nothing. As I go to Simon & Schuster, I do not see a book deal by Damon Dash. When I go to the Grammy website, there's no mention of a jam band.
I'm now the chairman of Revolt right now, and I also I have 15.
You don't deserve to be the chairman.
I ain't know you be lying like this, bro. I ain't know you be lying like this, yo. It's sad. They told me, but you know when a nigga your man, you don't pay attention to a lot of shit. I didn't know, bro, that you a flagrant liar like this, man.
So I have to essentially continue to call out the hypocrisy in real time. This is a monologue mogul. And I know Dame is not necessarily speaking, but at the end of the day, this looks crazy in the light.
And I want people to know what real power is when you can make people think you broke and you come back and your family office is rich.
Dame Dash lies like we can't just rewind and look at the game tape. Like we can't look at the footage. He continues to claim independence because he's isolated. That's not the same thing. Jay-Z doesn't answer your phone calls. Cameron is not talking to you. Nori called you a lame yash. Joe Budden is not answering your phone calls. No one is doing business with you. No one is passing the plug.
When you hear people's gripe against me, it's always about what I didn't do for them. They don't say I did anything to them. They said I didn't do something for them.
You can't move like you'll never need help again. When you burn every bridge on camera and repeatedly, this is what you get. And this is why I say ego can sometimes be your enemy. Because at the end of the day, if you look at this entire situation at broad scope, these are simple conversations that could have been mitigated easily. But Dame Dash's ego was so large at a moment in time on Rockefeller, he couldn't even have him. And now he's here giving up his entire film catalog. Make it make sense. And this is why I really mess with 50 heavy. Because at the end of the day, we can make fun of the trolling and we can say he's bullying. But when it comes to business, when it comes to real power plays and power moves, he knows how to quietly position himself in the field to win. He knows how to scale and market a business. I don't even know what chapter of Power Book we're on now, but I see him on my timeline. I see it in my algorithm. And then I can look at Dame and say, what have you done for me lately business-wise? Have you given me the Bosses Take Losses podcast? Has Boogie dropped any music on Sony? All of that EDM music that was supposed to drop? No. The Simon and it's just a multitude of things to where you can look in the field and really see who's making moves and really take notes. So that's the difference between really understanding and playing the game and then thinking you own the game, you're bigger than the game, and you could kick pieces off the board to get what you want.
And my problem with Joe was when when he's in it, and I'm like, yo, pass some plugs. Let me know how to get the ads, whatever. And he was like, I'll call you back, and never called me back.
And I know a lot of you Dame fanatics will say, at least Dame was true to himself. At least he stayed locked into the streets. Cool. But being true to yourself, what did that get him? Lost leverage, assets, relationships. This is the craziest ego play to me in modern history. To be up 50 to 100 M's. His peers are turning into billionaires, and Dame Dash is sitting at home auctioning off his catalog. This is a masterclass in ego with no exit strategy. And I know this may seem like I might be dunking on Dame, but it's a crazy lesson in this. How if you just remove your ego, if you maybe play chess and not checkers, you could actually get to some serious bread and build some real community, build some real partnerships. Because at the end of the day, it's not really all about the money. You meet great men and women as you go through the game of business. But if you move like Dame and burn every bridge and do it repeatedly, and while other people can see it and rewind it and play it back, it doesn't make sense to me, bro. So this is the cause and effect of a mogul who continues to tarnish his legacy weekly, year over year. ROI in the trash. Basura. Jump in the comments and let me know what you think. Is Dame good? Does he bounce back from this? $100 on your whole catalog is kind of insane. But at the end of the day, this might be marketing and strategy for another play. And if you're really trying to hear me give it up and give real takes, follow me on X, Instagram, and all the platforms in my description. But yo, hit the like button, drop a comment for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel. This is the Furious Robinson Podcast, a Sick Times Media production. Stay dangerous.